Temu and AliExpress. They promise millionaire shopping for cheap. But are they really good for us filmmakers and photographers? Today, I'm putting my own money on the line to build a full cinema rig using gear only from Chinese websites. And by the end of this video, we'll know if they're actually worth it or they're just another scam. Any rig should start with a cage. This is the small rig cage with the extra grip, like the silicone grip, because I'm using that on my main camera and it's amazing. It gives you like actual grip feeling, like actual camera, because the grip is so small on the ZV-E1. So we're buying that. It's 243 dirhams. The second thing we're going to buy is a fan, because the ZV-E1 doesn't have an internal fan, doesn't have any internal cooling system. So Ulanzi have the Ulanzi CU01. If you can see here, it doesn't have any batteries in it. It does need either a USB-C power source, or you can buy the battery separately or with it in the same bundle and buy a couple of these batteries. It cooled down my ZV-E1 and allowed me to record 4K 100 FPS unlimited. Like after an hour, I just turned it off because you're not gonna record a podcast with 4K 100 FPS. Let's add that to cart. The third thing we're going to buy is a base plate. So we have two options, either the base plate with the rods, and we need like a V-mount plate and all of that stuff, or the new foldable V-mount plates. Small rig, ZG, Cine, and Newer, all of them do make these. There's a newer foldable V-mount battery plate. Let's add to cart. It's 168 dirhams instead of 336. Now we have the V-mount battery that we'll get right now and connect it directly to that. So we need the V-mount battery. Let's get one from Newer. This is the PS099 EP from Newer. It's 450 dirhams. I got one of these before. It's cheaper on Amazon than AliExpress, which is ridiculous. Let's add it to the cart. The next thing we're going to need is a top handle. You don't have a cinema camera without a top handle. I'm buying the aerial locating handle. There's a NATO rail option and there's the cold shoe option. We need two more things. One of them, a dummy battery. The dummy battery we're choosing is of course a small rig one. For dummy batteries, just don't cheap out. This is the D-Tap to MPF-Z, which is the Sony camera battery. Let's add it to cart. So the last thing we're buying, which is the icing on the top, is a matte box. A matte box usually makes your rig look like a cinema camera, because usually cinema lenses don't have hoods and they rely on drop down filters. This is added to the cart also, and I think we're done. So now after ordering all of them, we'll just wait for everything to arrive and hope that everything is legit. Nothing is just like a cheap knockoff, and rig out our camera and see if these websites can be trusted or not. So a couple of days went by. They arrived before the actual delivery date, which I like. We've got our body, which is the ZV-E1. This camera has the exact same sensor as the FX6, which is a proper video camera. I really love it for any work because it has the dynamic active stabilization, because it has everything. I can rig it out to be a cinema camera, as you will see right now, and I can strip it down to a body and a lens. That will be my camera. This is a bare bones ZV-E1. It doesn't have any mounting points like the FX3. The FX3 usually has mounting points on the top and on the sides. This only has the tripod mount. I would love to have mounting points on the camera itself, but that's why cages are here. This is the small rig cage. It has this grip, which I love, and it makes this small grip grippier. Let's put that in. The second thing we're going to connect is the base plate, which will hold everything else. Now, this is the base plate from Newer. I don't know if they have a logo on it or something. Yes, it has this logo. This is the Newer. So this camera has the same plate that they're shipping with. If you don't have a cage, you can connect it. I don't want to. I just connect the cage directly to the plate. The next thing we're going to have is the V-mount battery. This is the Newer V-mount battery. It's legit, which I was actually concerned about because of the price difference. This is the PS099 EP, and it has all the mounts at the top that I mentioned before, and it has the D-Tap on the side, which we can use to connect our dummy battery or whatever we want to connect. Now we can connect that to the back of the plate. We need to tighten that up before we connect anything. Now it's connected. This is our base. Now for cooling the camera, we need the fan. And this is the Sony ZV-E1. It's not available in the UAE yet. I contacted Sony. I saw them at a conference and they said no, it's not available. This fan is one of the best fans in the market right now. It has the battery. You can connect it through USB-C directly. I would use both. I would just connect the battery, and whenever the battery is connected, you have this blue light. These are the options 1, 2, and auto. I would always put it at auto and it will just do its job. It doesn't have that loud of a sound, but I would just like to stay cautious using it near microphones, especially shotguns. Next up would be our top handle. We need to make sure that this is connected well. This is an area locating pin. As you can see on the top, we are connecting it directly to the cage. We make sure that this is tightened up either by the Allen key that comes with it or using this, which comes at the bottom of the cage. And now it's not going anywhere. Now the dummy battery, we make sure that our camera is off before connecting the dummy battery. We close the door, lock it, and we have this small door or small hole that will go out, and from there it will connect to our battery. I like to make loop. Having this Velcro thing is amazing because I like my cables always to be tidy. If you have like a ton of cables, you can just pinch them all in. Let's open this up, connect it to the DC 8 volt. I found a DC option from Small Rig. Now, last but not least, we will connect this USB-A to USB-C cable to our fan. We just connect it to the USB-A port to the V-mount, and the USB-C port will go to the fan itself. The last part would be our lens. Now I have my favorite lens in the world, the 28-75. I just made a reel on that on Instagram. This is the Tamron 28-75 G2. It's amazing for video. It's not that expensive. You can buy it for $600 to $800 online, and you can get a great deal if you got it used. Let's remove the hood because we are having our own hood, the matte box. Now this matte box will give us the cinematic camera feeling. It's for aesthetics only. Let's connect the step-up ring. This is 95 and the lens is 67, so we have a step-up ring which is 95 67. We would connect that to the camera. Then we would have this matte box. It has like a small clamp, as you see here, connected right to the front of the lens. We make sure it's center, and now my friends, we have a proper cinema camera. This is our rig, a ZV-E1 with a fan. It won't overheat, fully rigged. You can add your phone as a monitor. You can buy a monitor from Amazon. I have one connected right now to my camera. I'll connect it for you to show you how it would look with a monitor. This is the Fieldworld S55. It's a great monitor. You can just connect it to the top handle like this. You would need an HDMI cable. This small HDMI is not as robust as the full-size ones. We would connect it to the camera. It will connect another dummy battery to our V-mount. This is an MPF dummy battery to USB-C from ZG Cine. Also not sponsored. Put that in. This is our rig. It's a fully rigged ZV-E1. Actually heavier than you would expect from the battery itself. If you mount a bigger battery, it will be heavier. The lens and the battery are making it balanced out. So from AliExpress, it is worth it. From Temu, I've done a video before. Some stuff are worth it and some stuff are not. I would trust AliExpress. This is not sponsored, again and again. This is not sponsored, but I would love to point out that all of these are legit. All of these can be used. Even this monitor, you can buy it from AliExpress. You can buy these from AliExpress. Sometimes it was more expensive, sometimes it was cheaper. This rig, I love it. I'm not going to return anything. I'm going to use it every day. So this is my second camera. This is my first camera I'm using right now, and I have the exact same rig on it. The verdict is, do your research, buy it at your own risk. It's not always true that these are legit. Sometimes there are knockoffs because these are affordable shops inside of AliExpress. Even Temu now has shops and people are buying iPhones and stuff. Just don't trust anything that's way cheaper than usual. Other than that, I really love this rig. I really love AliExpress right now. They were not late at all. That was it. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and comment down below what you want to know about next. And I'll see you in the next one.